Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you're returning. My name is Danielle and today I want to share with you my trips to Louis Vuitton last weekend. I went to two separate stores and I want to tell you about the experiences and show you a few pictures, and I actually want to ask you some opinions and some questions about some things that I might be interested in, but I want to hear from you guys. Do you own these items? Do you like them? What are your thoughts on them? Because I'm really looking to get some feedback from you, and I also have a small unboxing to share with you. So if you like videos that are focused on fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and a little bit of luxury, then you're going to love it on my channel. Please take a second and hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed. Remember to ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. I upload videos every single week. And also make sure you like this video if you do like it, and make sure you share it with someone that would enjoy the contents. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, please make sure that you do that. I would love to share my content with you over there. I also do Instagram live stream videos on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that's an opportunity for us to connect on a more casual basis. Usually I've just finished teaching a group exercise class or finishing my personal workout, so I'm usually a lot more casual. Usually I'm a little sweaty, so we talk about whatever we feel like talking about. I share my week with you. We talk about things that are fitness related, fashion related. Last week I talked about the fact that I was heading down to Louis Vuitton, and I talked about my excitement in doing that. So whatever you guys want to talk about, but it's a really intimate and fun way for me to connect with you guys over there, so I'd love for you to follow me on my Instagram. Both of the stores that I went to last weekend were in Illinois, and they were the Northbrook store and the Oakbrook store. So they are different stores. The Oakbrook store is bigger, and so one of the recommendations I do have, because I tried calling the store directly and nobody answered, and I found out the reason that they're not answering at the store level is they're just really too busy. So all of the phone calls are being routed through client services online. So if you have a question for a particular store, I recommend that you call client services and they can check on things for you. I wanted to find out if the stores were going to be open, if I was going to be able to go in and browse and look at things and try things on. So I did call client services and they were able to look up the locations and let me know that. Now, if you're somebody that lives close to a Louis Vuitton boutique and you go often, or you're able to go often, and maybe you have a favorite client advisor there, then this isn't really a big deal to you, but it was a really big deal to me because I had only been to a Louis Vuitton boutique one other time in my life. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, I did share this in a couple other videos that I've done. I've only been collecting luxury items for about the past 2.5 years, so I'm relatively new to this. So I'm not a seasoned veteran collector like a lot of people are on YouTube. So for someone that's looking at getting into collecting, or maybe you're new to collecting like I am, I think some of this information would be valuable to you. And if you are a seasoned luxury collector and you do live close to boutiques, any information that you want to share with people in the comments would be greatly appreciated, and I would love to hear your feedback on this as well. So for me, these trips were planned out in advance because I don't have a boutique close to me, like I already said, and I was really excited about this. I had only been to a Louis Vuitton boutique one other time, and that was on January 1st. I took my son with me to Chicago over New Year's Eve, and I went to a really big boutique on Michigan Avenue in downtown Chicago. But I'll tell you the truth, the experience wasn't really what I had hoped for. It was later in the evening. We'd been shopping all day. We were tired. So I guess that's a tip. If you want to go and it's a special occasion for you or something that you don't do often, I would really pick a time when you're not rushed, when you're not tired, when you have more time. The store was really insanely crowded. So this was pre-COVID, and it was shoulder to shoulder traffic. It was super busy, super crowded. In fact, my son didn't even stay in the store. He said he wanted to wait outside. I almost felt a little bit claustrophobic. I never really got the chance to speak to a client advisor or a sales associate because everybody was so busy. I browsed a little bit, but I really didn't stay because it really was so crowded, and I was tired because I'd been out all day. So that was my first experience at a Louis Vuitton boutique, but it wasn't really the experience that I was wanting or had hoped for because of the circumstances that I just shared. So this particular experience was more planned out. I am planning on doing a wish list video coming up, and so I wanted to go to really be able to touch things, see things in person, try things on to see, are these things that I really do have on my wish list? When I mentioned that I do have some questions for you guys and I do want feedback, I really do, because I want to know what you guys think of these items that I looked at and if you like them or if you own any of them. I will tell you this, being able to go to a boutique, try things on, really see things in person, really truly does make a huge difference. I didn't think it was really a big deal until I actually went and took the time to do that, but it really does. So you can see that I took pictures of some scarves. I am really interested in possibly getting a scarf, so if you own a scarf, can you tell me, do you like it? I have heard they are really warm. How do they wear? Do they catch on things? Do they pull? Those are the questions I have about the scarves. I did also look at some of the belts. I do have one Louis Vuitton belt in monogram canvas. I did feel like the buckle did get scratched pretty easily and fairly badly. I still wear it on occasion, but not as much as I wish I would, just because I feel like the buckle is pretty scratched. I did also look at some of the jewelry. I know that Louis Vuitton recently came out with a fine jewelry line, and it's on their website, and my client advisor did send me some pictures, and it did look really, really beautiful. So you can see also that I did try on the Alma BB, and I also took a picture of the Speedy Bandolier 25. I did try that on too, but one thing that's really funny, and this is why I say it really does make a difference to actually go to a boutique and try things on and look at things in person. I really thought that I wanted the Speedy B25. I initially really wanted the Alma, and then I thought, well, no, it's too small, because I had heard some YouTubers say that they didn't like it because it was too small, and I heard some people say that the Speedy B25 was really a better bag. And I will tell you guys, it's all really subjective. I think they are both really great bags, but it really depends on what you need to carry. It really depends on your body frame and your personal style and what your aesthetic is. And to be honest, I really know that I prefer smaller structured handbags. That's just what I really like. And so when I looked at the Speedy B25, even though it's a small size, I felt like it was bigger than I wanted, and I didn't need all that space. And when I tried on the Alma, one of the reasons that I decided I probably didn't want the Alma anymore was because I really felt like the non-adjustable strap was going to be too long. I'm only 5'1", and I thought that it was going to be too long, but you can see from my mod shot that I'm inserting here, I really loved it. I felt like it hit me great crossbody. It was very comfortable to wear. I didn't feel like it stuck out too much like I thought it might, but I really didn't feel like it did. And I just fell in love with this bag, and I found out that I didn't really like the Speedy B25, so it was very interesting. And now definitely I can say that the Alma BB in the Odeon canvas is definitely on my wish list. Let me know your thoughts. You can also see from these mod shots that I did try on the Pochette Motif as well, and that was a bag that I had on my wish list for a couple years, ever since I first got interested in collecting luxury. I always thought that it was such a beautiful bag, and I still do. I love the bag, but then I thought that it might be too fussy for me with the clasp, and I thought that it might be a little too boxy and might not sit well on my frame. I will tell you, I still think it is a gorgeous bag. I actually love the way that it sits on me crossbody. I thought it really looked nice. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you guys like the way that the Pochette Motif looks on me? I really liked it, but I will tell you my feelings and thoughts on the clasp were correct. It is just a little fussy for me. Now, maybe over time, it would be less fussy once I got used to it. Now, as I mentioned in a couple of my other videos, I do have cerebral palsy, so I do have the use of only really my right hand. My disability makes it challenging for me to use two hands to work a clasp or open a handbag, so I was worried about that with the Pochette Motifs, and I did struggle with that a little bit. I do think over time, I'd get used to it and it would get easier for me, but I will tell you that, as I said, this bag was on my wish list for a really long time. And then when the Odeon came out, I saw that and I realized that was going to be the perfect bag for me, and I did buy it. I love it. I think it's great. I have done a couple videos on that bag, so I will link those at the end of this video, and I will put them in the description box below if you haven't seen them. That bag will be making an appearance also in this video too. Now, the last thing, as you can see, that I did try on is the Never Full in the MM size. Now, the Never Full has been on and off my wish list ever since I've been interested in collecting luxury for the past 2.5 years. First, I think I want it, then I think I don't, then I think I do, and then I'm confused about which canvas or which print I would want. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. On one hand, I realize it is such a classic and iconic bag that it is a fantastic bag to have in your collection. collection. And I also realized there's a reason why everybody has it. So some of the reasons why I didn't want it was because I felt like it was too common and everybody had the bag. But the reasons why everyone has the bag is because it's beloved, because it's so great. Now, I live in the Midwest, so initially I really thought I wanted the Odeon canvas because it's more all weather and there's no vachetta and nothing to worry about if it rains or snows. But then I had heard that sometimes the strap on the Odeon canvas, never full, can really dig into your shoulder more than the vachetta strap, because when the vachetta strap on the monogram never full softens, it's much softer on your shoulder. So that's what I'm really curious about. Let me know in the comments below, which bag do you think I should get if I would go for the never full. Now, the never full bag, if I would get one that I really like in the Odeon canvas, is the one with the rose interior. I think that is so pretty. But another question I have is, does that show dirt and wear really bad from the get-go because it is so light? I think I probably would do a bag organizer in the never full just because it is a bigger bag and just to protect the interior, but let me know your thoughts on that. The other thing that I did try on, and I don't have a picture, but I will insert one here, is sneakers. I love sneakers. As I mentioned in one of my last videos I did on my luxury favorites, I will also link that at the end of this video if you haven't seen it. I'm a sneakerhead. I love sneakers. I have some luxury sneaker brands, but not Louis Vuitton. So there are a couple of sneakers that I am really interested in by Louis Vuitton. They were really comfortable. I did really like them. Please let me know in the comments, do you own any sneakers by Louis Vuitton? If so, which ones? And do you find them comfortable? Do you like them? If you want to get any sneakers by Louis Vuitton, let me know which ones as well. I'd love to hear from you. The other thing I want to say about my trip, I did visit 2 separate boutiques on 2 separate days. And the first boutique I visited, I had a very good experience the whole time. It was really nice. Now, the second day, I initially did not. The sales associate or client advisor that was helping me initially, I felt was very rude, was very curt, was not very friendly, not enthusiastic about showing me anything I asked about, and seemed to have a really big attitude, to the point that I finally said, I really would rather work with someone else. Is there anyone else that I can work with? And the reason why I did that was because that particular location was almost a 3-hour drive. I don't believe in being rude at all, and I think there is protocol when you do go shopping and you are window shopping and looking at things, but I also believe as a potential buyer, you have the right to have the best experience when you're shopping that you possibly can, and it is a sales associate or a client advisor's job to really make that experience good for you. And I also knew that because it was a 3-hour drive, I wasn't going to be coming back anytime soon, so I was determined to have the good experience that I wanted to have. Fortunately, when I said that, the manager overheard, and he came over right away, and he personally assisted me for the rest of my time there. And I will tell you what, that is a really good manager, because he saw a need, he jumped in right away, he helped me and answered all my questions, let me try on whatever I wanted to try on. So shout out to the manager at the Oakbrook store, because he was great and he really wanted to make sure that I had a fantastic experience, which I did end up having. But I just want to say, don't be timid, don't be shy, don't be afraid to speak up if you don't feel like you're getting served the way you want to, and don't feel like I used to feel, which was that I couldn't go into a boutique unless I was absolutely ready to buy. That is not the case at all. Please don't feel like that. If you have the opportunity to visit a boutique and you're not ready to buy anything and you just want to look around, you should go. It's really fun. It's really great to see things in person and try things on, and don't feel pressured like you have to buy anything. And if you do feel pressured by the person who's working with you, ask to work with somebody else. Don't be afraid to do that. Now, the other thing I want to say about my trip before we jump into my unboxing is that the reason I visited 2 separate stores, I wasn't initially planning on doing that, was because the first store that I visited on the first day was a smaller location that did not have ready-to-wear or fragrance, and I knew that I wanted to look at ready-to-wear and fragrance, and so that's why I went to the second location on the second day. So I would really recommend calling client services. You can find the number online on Louis Vuitton's website, asking about the store you want to visit, asking what services they offer, asking what they offer in store. I would just call ahead and make sure that the store you want to visit does offer all the services or does have the items that you do want to look at. So in a nutshell, that was my weekend at the 2 different locations that I visited last week. So let's go ahead and jump into this unboxing. Now, I will say this unboxing is not from either of the physical stores I visited. This was an item that I got online, and I actually got this in a Facebook group. And you guys, I've talked about this before. I love the Louis Vuitton Facebook groups. They are fantastic. You can find such great pieces in Facebook groups. You can find things that are sold out. You can find things that are no longer available. You can find items that are discontinued. Many times you can find these items brand new at very good prices. I've never had a bad experience in a Facebook group. This particular seller was no different. I did purchase this item on a payment plan, and she was very gracious and very good to me, very easy to work with. So I have not seen this item in person, and this is an item that I don't believe that I could have purchased online or at the boutique. So let's go ahead and open the item. So I did go ahead and cut the tape on the box because there was a lot of tape, but I have not opened the box. I have not looked inside. So here's the box. I did take off my information on the front, and I'll just go ahead and open it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, check this out. Look at this. Look at how she packaged that box. I think this seller is in Asia. I could be wrong, but you know what, you guys? I know that this particular seller is a seasoned reseller, and here's what I'm gonna tell you. I also am a reseller, and whenever I send something, especially if it's an item that's a little more expensive, I do take care and time to package it really nicely, and she really did. Oh my gosh. You guys, I think this is like Asian candy or Asian treats. I'm so excited. I'm gonna message her and ask her. How exciting. I'm Korean, but I'm adopted, so I've always lived in the United States. I've never mailed an item to a buyer in a different country, but I think if I did, it would be really fun to mail along with the item some little things that we only have available in the US. So what a cool thing. And oh, look at this. More candy. I'm excited to try this. So this item came, I believe, as a full set, and look at you guys, she even included a little shopping bag. How awesome, how fun. She really wrapped it well to make sure it wouldn't get damaged. And you know, you guys, I do think it's nice if you are sending an item that is a little bit more expensive to wrap it like a gift. I do that sometimes too, just because it's more fun to open and it really heightens the anticipation for the buyer. So how nice. Love the packaging, love everything. How wonderful. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Okay, so here's the box. Dust bag. And so what I got was the adjustable reverse monogram strap. How fun. I've actually never seen this item in person because they didn't have it when I visited the boutique last weekend. This particular item is in fantastic, pristine condition. No scratches on the hardware. It's bright and shiny gold, perfect. Beautiful. One of the reasons I bought this strap, besides the fact that it's a unique and hard to come by piece and something that I just wanted to have in my collection, was because I thought it would be interesting to see what it might look like on the Odeon. And so you can see that I've removed the black strap that I had on the Odeon. So that's kind of what that looks like. You know what, you guys? I think I kind of like that. I think it's kind of cool. The other reason I got it was because I thought it might be fun to try it on the Felici, and I will try to insert some mod shots so you can see what it looks like. But I like the idea of using straps and accessories to change up my handbags and make them a little bit more unique and add my own flair. I have gotten a lot of questions about where I got this little braided top handle for the Odeon. I will link that below. It's from Amazon. I love it. It's great, and I love the option to carry this bag top handle. So you guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do leave me your comments and your feedback. Answer my questions. Let me know anything else that I didn't ask that I should know about shopping in a boutique. If you are a seasoned shopper or you have a boutique near you or you go often, anything you want to add, I would love to know. And everybody that is watching this and commenting would also love to know. So anything that anyone wants to put in the comments would be great. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. And remember, beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself, and confidence is the most important accessory that you can wear.